Hey guys, welcome to
Clutch
Clutch
Anime.
Anime, where today I will be discussing a couple things about the social concept of people that watch anime. This is actually something I've wanted to talk about for quite a bit, so that will be in this video today that I'm making. You can watch it on YouTube. You can listen to it on my podcast as well for Clutch Anime. I'm on Spotify. Also, I'm on, I believe it's called Apple Podcast too as well. Then again, let's see here. I got a couple other things that I will be talking about. A couple, really good topics and subjects. I'll be going over The Witcher Wild Hunt 3, which I got as a present from my wife, which is pretty cool. Thank you, Yara. You're a blessing in my life. Thank you for everything you've done for me and the gift as well. Thank you. I love you. Another thing is I do a segment on my YouTube as well. It is called If You Were to Go on a Dungeon Raid, What Snack Would You Bring? That was on my first episode. So if you guys are interested in what it is all about, go to my first episode, watch it. It's a really, really good episode. Pretty much all we do is test out snacks and drinks and a variety of different things that are sent to me from around the world. So I'll go ahead and start off by if you were to be on a dungeon raid, what snack would you bring?
If you were on a dungeon raid, what snack would you bring?
Well, I was actually, sorry about that. That was my phone notification. Besides that, I was actually sent a drink from a friend of mine actually that watches my podcast. His name is Yumi. Yumi, thank you, buddy. This is your shout out. Thank you for providing this drink. So I'm going to introduce it. This is not sponsored whatsoever, this podcast or YouTube channel. It's just me trying things that are sent from different people from around the world. Fortunately, this one was from a friend that actually lives in Texas that I know very well. It is called Ramun. I think that's how you pronounce it, Ramun. It's a carbonated soft drink. It says it's a strawberry flavor. Ooh, I love strawberry flavored. Check it out. We got it there. Maybe I can get a little bit closer to the camera there. Can you see that, guys? Okay, so just looking at it, let's see here. There's instructions over here on the top of the cap and how to open it, and it says I have to pull this tab and push down on it. Here, I'll show you guys. See there? Here, I'm gonna start from the beginning. Check it out. So I gotta take the cap off. There we go. And it's kind of weird shaped. Check this out. Look at that bottle. I've never seen anything like that in the US, but let's go ahead and pop this top here. So just, rating the actual appearance of this bottle, if I can open it, it's very appealing. It's very, there's strawberry on the front. Of course, you got Japanese writing on it because it is a Japanese product. Well, I can't even take the top off here. Try here. And the liquid inside looks like it is like a pinkish color. Oh, we'll see if I can get this top off. Sorry guys, I'm gonna use my teeth. I know that's bad for you, but whatever. Let's see here. So I'm gonna follow these instructions, taking off the top. Ooh, top just fell off. All right, so this little tab thing, it's kind of it was on the top, just laying on the bottle itself, and it came off, but it's like a lime green. It looks like there's a little tab that pushes in this top part that's blue, and it looks like there's a little ball there. You see that? A little ball at the top. I'll show you guys on my Twitch feed here. Check that out. Now I'm just gonna put this top on, and I guess you gotta push down and put the ball in the drink. Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna break something. Hopefully. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do this on my chest. Oh, there we go. Oh shit. Excuse my language. I just spilled the drink everywhere. Well, crud. I don't have anything to wipe it up with, so I'm just gonna leave it there. And I got my shorts. Dry my hands off here. All right. So I tried to save this drink from fizzing all over the place with, of course, my mouth. So I did. I already tasted it a little bit, but yeah, let's go ahead and try it. Let's see here. Yeah, it's definitely carbonated. It's very, very, oh, that tastes nice, actually. Very refreshing for a carbonated drink. Love the strawberry. Nice. Wow, Japan. You guys got it going on with their soft drinks. It's nice. I don't know what necessarily the ball is in there for. Is it like a toy, or I don't know. I have to look that up. That's definitely intriguing. Let's see here. So, just judging the taste of it, this is definitely something I would take with me on a dungeon raid. It's definitely refreshing, very carbonated, which is also very nice because in America we have a lot of carbonated drinks, and very, very good. Soda, for instance, I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper Cherry right now. Of course, we're not sponsoring them, but yeah, I got my Dr. Pepper Cherry right there. So yeah, man, I really like this. This is something I would actually try to buy online and have it shipped here. Thank you, Yumi. Appreciate that. I can't stop drinking it. It's so nice. So yeah, this drink alone has a really good aftertaste too. It's nothing that that's pungent or lingering. I can definitely taste the strawberry, which is very nice. I love strawberries, if I haven't said that yet. Yeah, this is very nice. I would definitely take this on a dungeon raid with me as a refreshment. I definitely recommend it, guys. It's called Ramun. I could be pronouncing that wrong, so definitely try to get some tried out. This is definitely a plus. I'm gonna keep that on the side there, and I'm all sticky. So yeah, it is a sugary drink as well. All right, so out of a 5-star rating, I would definitely say I would give it a 5 stars. That's how much I liked it. It's a great drink. All right, so let's see here. On to this game here, Witcher Wild Hunt 3. I haven't played 1 or 2. I'm guessing there's total 3 because it is number 3. There's a little marks there. If you guys don't know, The Witcher just came out on Netflix. I have been watching it. I'm only through episode 3 so far. It is a fantastic show. Absolutely love it. Directing is definitely really nice for an adaptation of Netflix alone, so they're definitely going the right route with it. I don't remember the guy's name that plays Superman. I feel like I should know that because I like adore Marvel and DC, and he's definitely a fantastic character, plays the part very well. But he is also the actor for The Witcher as well, which is nice. So a little bit about this game. So far, I'll be honest with you, I've only played maybe an hour of it, and about 30 minutes of it was a tutorial on telling me how to actually how to play it, the actions for the buttons and what to expect in the game, and how to use some of the menu options of the actual game itself. And so far it definitely lived up to its hype. I am definitely into the graphics that it has is fantastic. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Skyrim, just detailed oriented. if you really dive in, you can definitely see it. It's got the Red Dead Redemption graphics to it, which is fantastic. As you can see here on the cover, it says it has over 800 awards, which I could definitely, vouch for that too as well. Just based off the graphics, the gameplay. First thing you emerge into is your training, I assume with your daughter. You wake up, you're with your wife, and she tells you to go down and train with your daughter. As you go down there, she is actually on some post, and she's using her sword, trying to train and use her footwork, trying to home in on her skills, which is fantastic. Oh, first of all, spoiler alert. I want to tell you guys that because this game, it's been out, I think, for a year. I could be wrong, but yeah. So she's training with her footwork. Well, I guess his name's the Witcher. He is a class which is called a Witcher, who goes out and trains and battles or fights creatures in the world that are actually plaguing the world and tormenting humanity. So he actually has another Witcher that has actually trained him, say that his daughter or whatnot is not there yet to actually go out and hunt monsters or defend herself, and that they have to be a little bit more stricter. So he agrees, goes down there. As you're going through the game, it's also letting you choose your dialogue, which is fantastic. I think that's great. It gives it a little bit more of a personal touch. I don't know if it has an effect in the gameplay as it progresses, but yeah, it's pretty much dead on. Dialogue is there. It's definitely a 10 out of 10. Some of the best dialogue that I've seen in a while. I know with Skyrim, it's very generic. Doesn't sometimes make sense. Well, definitely The Witcher does, so that's a plus. I'm gonna set this down. So yeah, they're training. He kind of has like a flashback, and he wakes up, and I'm assuming that his daughter, after the training and whatnot, actually is dead, but I could be wrong because I'm not that far into it. But as I progress, I will actually update you guys on the podcast, my podcast or my YouTube channel, as we keep going throughout every Saturday when I do post videos and upload my podcast. So if you guys are interested, definitely look into next Saturday. I'll be talking a little bit more about The Witcher. I'll be several hours into it, so I'll be able to give you an in-depth description and details on what the game entitles. But from that point, I just want to talk a little bit. This is something that's been plaguing my mind, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a personal, I would say, details about my life, but is the pretty much the social concept of anime watchers. And where I'm going with this is, I know that, back, I would say 4 or 5 years ago, when I really wasn't watching that much anime, and it was kind of on my own terms, before, my wife really got to know me as my girlfriend then. And one thing that really bothered me is I couldn't really talk to her and tell her some things that I was very interested in, that I felt as personally as a man, she would look down upon me. Was of course watching anime. I know it's very hard to talk to some people about this passion that you have in watching anime, but that's something I want to tell you guys is don't ever be ashamed to watch anime and tell someone that is something that you love to do. I know that can be very hard because there is that social concept out there that men or anybody that watches anime They're just weird and freakish and don't really have much going on for them in their life. But I just want to tell you one thing. There are people out there that do think like that, but they don't know what anime really is. And a lot of that misconception of what people or who people are that watch anime comes from the unknowing. And just for people that don't really watch that much anime, I'm going to try to describe what anime truly is for an anime watcher. And that is pretty much, I feel like, will definitely give them some knowing of why we love anime. I would say the number one reason why I watch anime as an anime watcher, I would say the passion of every character that is portrayed in each anime. Don't get me wrong, there are some really weird animes, but to some people that is their style. That's what they look for in an anime. As me, I look for, as you can tell, like if you watch my previous episodes, character development, the passion and their drive in trying to achieve something more in their life become even more. And as you know, if you watch Naruto, this is my boy. He is a key example of that. Hunter x Hunter is also another one that is very, very good. But it is the passion that's portrayed in those individuals. I feel like that, when you engulf yourself into that and you watch someone try to achieve more in life, that gives you hope. It definitely gives you hope. And that is a good thing. I feel like a lot of our younger generation of children, including mine. I have a 5-year-old and I have a 5-month-old. I wouldn't say watch anime that young. There's a lot of, funny things that happen in anime. But at a later age, I would say at least around the, 15, 16 year range, anime can teach an individual a lot of things about life, how to cope and get through some of those hardships that they're going through at that time, just by watching someone else, I would say, vicariously through them. Of course, there are a lot of things that go on in animes that might seem a little bit odd, but if you haven't watched the anime, there's a reason why they are the way they are in there. I would say the second thing is actually family. Majority of the animes that I've watched, there's always a family that's involved that protects each other and takes care of one another, which is also a really, really good thing to be watching, because family really is everything. Ever since I started my own, that is something that I relate to in these animes that make me want to watch them even more, because majority of them are there for each other. They protect each other. They work and provide for each other, and just to be able to relate on that as well is my connection with animes alone. Excuse me. So I feel like it's very, very important to actually dive into animes and know what they're really about before you judge someone on just their hobby on collecting anime figures or their interest in anime itself, because each anime that is made is out there to grab the interest of that person that is hungry for that certain subject. So yeah, there are talking about the other side of the social construct of anime watchers is, I would say a lot of those people that don't really know might associate anime watchers as deadbeats. I hate that word, but or don't really have much going for in their life. But I can assure you that there are a lot of anime watchers that actually have, really good things going for themselves. And I would like to list off a couple. Look into them. Very interesting people. First one off the top of my head, I would say would be Andrew WK. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a singer. He loves Gundam. If you guys have watched Gundam, it's very, very great anime. It's actually one of the first beginning ones. Gundam is about mech suits that fight each other. It's got a huge backstory to it, so I would recommend going into it and really diving into the Gundam backstory on how they're fighting for world peace by creating their own organization and then overthrowing the government, which is a freaking phenomenal concept there. So look into that. You also have Ronda Rousey as well, which is kind of blows my mind because she is an MMA fighter. She's going through struggles right now, but one of her biggest idols, I would say, would be Vegeta. I've heard that she's actually has a crush on him, kind of like, in her own little way, which is interesting. John Cena, of course. John Cena is a big one as well. You got Christian Bale, Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves really blew my mind when I found out about that as well. And you got Kanye West, who also likes Akira. I don't know if you guys have watched that as well. It's a really good anime. And then Robin Williams, that really struck a note with me because, he is, of course, gone through depression. Everybody's, read his biography and or little snippets on Facebook because, his passing was a really big thing in our life. He was a really big part of our life as well. And he actually enjoyed watching anime, and he was looking forward to watching a couple animes that have come out. And, that kind of brings me back to how people cope with things. To me, I don't know this, but I would assume that he might have used anime to help him out in some of the things that he was struggling through life, because animes, they're pretty much dead on with any kind of confliction with yourself or what's going on in this world as well, and they hit it spot on. Some of them, don't come out as I would say as lucky as others, but some of them do, and they help you. They definitely do. So with that being said, definitely some really big names out there of some actual anime watchers. I forgot the guy that there's also one more that really was mind-boggling, was the gentleman that created SpaceX. I forgot his name. Maybe you guys in the chat can help me out there watching my podcast and my Twitch. I forgot his name. I can't believe I'm having such a I would say brain fart right now. What is his name? He does Tesla. Gosh. Oh well. I know it'll come to me later. But yeah, those are just some really, really big people that really love anime, and hopefully, people that don't really know much about anime can kind of just dabble in it and see what it's about. For some of the stuff that is kind of iffy in anime, I will give you guys a heads up. I think they call it fan servicing, where they kind of exploit, the anime women with breasts and kind of show a little bit more than usual. And then there are some racy scenes as well in anime. I will give you a heads up. There's at least, I'd say, one or two of those scenes in a series of those animes. So just letting you know, be aware that stuff does go on in there. But I will be honest, as a man, I do love boobies. But anyways, on to the next thing. Yeah. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I kind of did this last minute. I won't lie to you guys. Um, I do post every Saturday. Well, uh, it has been the holidays, Christmas, and yeah, New Year's is coming up too as well. So I haven't been really able to sit down, uh, really dive in, study some of these social concepts about us anime watchers. Um, but I would say, at least out of this whole message and what I've talked about today, try to reach out. If you guys have questions or need any help on anything, uh, maybe you're getting some really bad pushback off of some people that just think, hey, you're a freak. Well, hey, man, be a freak. Go out there, do what you got to do what you feel passionate about. Don't let anybody drag you down. But if you need help, talk to me. You guys can listen to my podcast on Spotify. It's Clutch Anime. You guys can also email me. My email is clutchdotanime@gmail.com. You can email me or also message me on, or not message me, but comment on my YouTube video, which is going to be under Clutch Anime. So please reach out. I'll be posting next Saturday, I promise. My birthday's actually coming up, December 31st. I'm a New Year's Eve baby. So I will have a lot to talk about. Of course, The Witcher. We'll also do another, if you were on a dungeon raid, what snack would you bring? We'll be doing that segment again. I might even have a special guest that you guys would be very interested in. So yeah, reach out to me, and thank you for listening to Clutch Anime. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye.